Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brendan Lee with Consciousness and Skill Worldwide, founded by Peter Relson. Welcome back. In this video, I wanted to invite you to consider something with me or to contemplate along with me, or actually mainly for you to contemplate along with yourself. And this is in the domain of living life. So basically, check this out with me, right? Ready? What is the right way to live? What's the right way to live? Let's look at this. What is this like right and wrong business? And like especially when it comes to like how you should live. What's the right way? All right, in the spiritual world, what's the right way? Is it to be vegan? Okay, maybe some people think that's the right way to live and everybody should live that way. You should be peaceful all the time. Violence is bad. You should be unaffected by people's emotions. You should live up to the ideal of a spiritual guru. What the fuck is that? What is it? What the hell is a spiritual ideal? And who's actually living up to that? Who's actually living up to that and telling the truth about it? That's what I want to know. Who's actually living that spiritual ideal? And where did this idea come from, actually? Like, where is a spiritual ideal? Where is it? Where do you get that from? If you never learned language and you never learned how to speak and or read and write, where do you get the idea that if you're spiritual, you need to show up a certain way? And who told you that that's the right way? And why is it right or wrong? See, because there are ideals like the... and part of this for me is like I'm ranting because I had some ideals about how I'm supposed to show up as a man recently, say, right? Where the hell did I get that information? Where did I get it? Where's the rule book on like how to be a man? Where is that rule book? Where is the rule book on how to be a woman? Where is the book? See, I'm even saying it's a book. Where's the rules? Where do they come from? Show me the rule book. Somebody. Send me one. I'll burn it. No, I don't know what'll happen. See? Because there's a lot of I think in spiritual circles especially, there's it's like, oh, you're a spiritual teacher. That means you need to have light and love and you need to fulfill my fantasy for how you're supposed to show up so I can feel good about you. But even worse, for perhaps those of us who are trying to communicate something and get it across, people can't handle it if you don't show up that way. It just seems to be the way of it. They can't hack it. Oh my God, you're not nice to all things. Like we actually had, we had somebody with that kind of issue here. Like, oh, you need to be nice to all living things. I don't know. Like, what, so I can't kill a mosquito? So I can't kill something that stings me or hurts my kids or whatever. I don't have kids, but you get the idea? So it's like, you can't kill. Okie dokie. So then if somebody's going to kill me, I let them kill me. Okay. And that fulfills what? What does that... But I think my gripe is, and my enthusiasm is like, what does that fulfill? Where is the fulfillment in the ideal? Like what do you get? What do you get if you be the ideal? Now, you see, like there's the ideal of being spiritually enlightened. And so you work towards that, right? You work towards the ideal. You work towards it for your entire life. You never get there. And then you die. The ideal. Or, I have an ideal. I'm not living up to the ideal. Shame on me. I'll beat myself up. I'm a professional at that. So what's the service of having an ideal? What does it serve? Okay, you're going to be my spiritual teacher, or you're going to be my teacher, But I think all teachers are supposed to look like this and act like this and talk like this and walk like this, and you're not wearing the right clothes. You see, I'm wearing clothes, and I specifically wear clothes that give a professional appearance. Why? Because I want to appear professional. If I showed up here, it'd be even better if I'm talking spiritual stuff, right? Check this out, check this out. I'm talking the spiritual blah, 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 and I've got the mala beads, and I've got the hair, and the bindi or whatever, the mark of Shiva, and some robes and shit, and some like Hindu beads and shit. You'd take me a whole, oh my God, he's so spiritual. Hey, I've got news for you. It's not about the fucking clothes. It's not about the clothing. But in terms of learning spiritual stuff, if you look out at somebody and they look the part, who the fuck cares if they look the part? What are they communicating? What are you actually grasping by listening to them? What impact does it have on your experience? Those should be the questions, not like, do they fit my ideal image of a guru? Now, you see, here's part of the problem. I'm telling you how it should be, right? I have some idea of how it should be. You should listen to what they say. See, you should. You should see how that impacts your experience. You should. Now, what I just said could be turned into some belief system. And then we have the belief system that you should always listen to the people. It's not about the clothes. It's about what they say. And it's about how it impacts your experience. Amen. No beliefs. A belief system. Now, why do I say these like shoulds and shouldn'ts the way I do? And like what I'm talking about is I see a functional relationship between grasping what somebody's saying versus having an ideal image, and if they don't fit the ideal, you write them off. One is more empowering than the other, and empowerment in this case is determined by your relationship to the work and its impact on your experience. And mainly, are you moving into a position of more power, more freedom, more clarity, more honesty, more integrity, more consciousness, more aliveness, more effectiveness in life? These are the directions that I'm taking a stand for. And I notice that in spiritual circles, if the person just believes the teacher because they look fancy and then say things that are agreeable to their belief system and fantasy about how a spiritual teacher should look, think, act, and feel, that this is a disempowering relationship to grasping things. It's not disempowering to grasping a belief system and making a religion. For that, it is extremely empowering. Because that's what it is, believing and making a religion. And then guess what? There are consequences to just believing and making a religion. The consequences are, it's a belief, and that's what you get. Along similar lines, if you believe you should be a certain way, that's also what you get. And there's consequences if I believe a man should look a certain way and act a certain way, and then I don't stack up to what I believe is true, and I beat myself up. Or if I have a teacher, but I have a belief about how that teacher should be, show up, act, and feel, and I'm so focused on my pettiness that I miss the communication, then I will be disempowered in relationship to grasping the communication. That's the consequences. See? So this ideal world, like where's the rules? Again, who made this stuff up? Where do you get these ideas? What should a teacher look like? What should a spiritual teacher look like? What does an enlightened person look like? What do they do? How are they supposed to behave? Do you have any of this going on? How are you supposed to behave? Shame on you for not behaving the right way. What way is that? And how do you know? And where did you learn what's right and wrong in these domains? That's my invitation. Okay? Check that out for yourself. See what you can come up with. I hope this has been of some use and value. Brendan Lee with Consciousness and Skill Worldwide, founded by Peter Rawlinson. Another consideration for you if you want to get serious. Please check the links in the description. Join me for a workshop or us for a workshop. We have more powerful things to do. Okay? Thank you. Catch you later. Bye.